people.
They've got Tootie's Deli and Market.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like that's right by your Broken Yoke.
Yeah, Third Market.
Used to go there all the time with Dad.
Third and Market.
Tootie's, and then
was right
someone
on
else
the
bought
corner.
it, and they changed the name, and now someone else bought it and changed the name back to Tootie.
This was the house that Uncle Ted got for Rick. And matter of fact, Rick and Uncle Ted sided that house. We're worming our way down.
Dad used to tell the story of how they had to turn the ball field around up here by the river because he kept hitting home runs and going through the windows of this bar
Up
here.
The mansion house.
That's the mansion house?
Yeah, we had a nice ball field down here. I remember years ago, Big Ted's father, they were playing a team, and there was a black fellow on the team, the other team, and this used to be Freeman's store. They were the nicest people. Taylors lived there. But he said to the fella, he said, "Hey, boy," and the black kid got right in his face. "Who you calling boy? Who you calling boy?" Right, raised up his fist to hit him. Now I grabbed his hand. Then we got into a big thing. And I thought to myself, Jesus. I said, he didn't mean, there was no reference, you know, back then. You know, hey, boy. And now, as you see Philadelphia. So you can see Philadelphia and picture this side of Gloucester.
And there's a Methodist monument over here. Did you know that?
Yeah, I believe I did.
To commemorate the landing of the first Methodist.
Now, isn't this where the swimming pool was? And
Right up on that,
the thinker?
where that thing is.
The swimming pool was up there. Yeah.
Now see, there was an old ship, I forget what year, but I'm telling you old because it was like a big sail ship. The Augusta. And I have nails from the Augusta that Uncle Ted got down at the river. There's nails that are like spikes, like this big. Yeah, but that's where the pool was. And
Is it the ship over by the, what do they call that building over
the
there?
ribs are still in here somewhere. This here was Hug's Tavern, where Betsy Ross was married.
Oh, wow.
They reduplicate that, you know, or whatever you call it.
Reenact it.
Yeah, reenact it, thank you. The marriage of Betsy Ross. They just started that 2 years ago. And then they have Proprietor's Point, where I believe that's that statue wearing 17 something. And where this blue crane is here, this whole thing here used to be the Coast Guard base.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, then they moved the Coast Guard base over to Philly.
Wasn't it also like an intake for immigrants?
Yeah, it used to be before it was the Coast Guard base. It was immigration. Well, it was Thomason's mansion. Then it was immigration.
And Thomason was like the big...
Thomas, he was like the big money man.
Wasn't he mayor or something, or unofficial mayor?
I don't think he was, no.
He just was
Maybe
the mayor maker.
But then they have a fishing pier, which is nice. You can go out there and fish. And believe it or not, they catch stripers in the river. See, when we were little and we used to swim in a river, you'd get oil on you. But today, that river is clean.
Yeah. That's funny, because I have memories of Grandma yelling at me for swimming in the river.
Yeah. Now, Jody, they go up to the cove down there at Riverwinds. They have their boat. They go out in that cove all the damn time swimming.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they tied up on tubes. They'll lay out there in those tubes and lay and drink and lay and drink.
Oh, boy.
Now, what's this one say here, Monica?
Not close enough yet.
Let's see.
I remember Grandma saying, don't go swimming in the river. And that's when the thought would occur to me, oh, we can swim in the river?
It's the General Superintendent of
Oh, yeah.
Pusey and Jones Shipbuilding Company.
Pusey and Jones, that used to be New York ship. How about that?
And why do they have the monument here
That's a good question.
with
Well,
a missing piece of metal?
Pusey and Jones used to be up New York ship, but that part of that I think came into Gloucester. It almost looks like it had a water fountain there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, they did a pretty nice little job of cleaning this part
Yeah.
of the park up.
Oh, they called it Betsy Ross Way. How about that?
Because Betsy Ross was here.
Well, this time I thought she married George Washington.
No. I mean, Gloucester has so much history.
Yep.
And then see the seniors thing. I was on the committee with Florio was the governor then.
Oh, yeah.
And they wanted to put this senior center up on Broadway. And we had a big uproar that why in the hell would you put all these old people when they could have such a beautiful view here of the river and the park? You know, eventually they did build one up there.
Here we are at Powell.
Here we are at Pat.
Now, wasn't there a movie theater right
Oh yeah,
in here?
up the street, but they tore it down.
Up to the left?
Yep,
Up
King
there?
Street.
Oh.
I'll show you.
I thought it
I
was
had
there.
the concrete balls off the roof. They should still be in the yard at Powell Street.
Oh.
Now see, Schaefer's lived over here. Earl Schaefer.
Ah.
He lived in this row. So that's what I'm thinking. If they were going to hang on a corner, right? I believe it would have been Tootie's corner.
There's the old broken yoke.
Yeah, still for sale.
Man, who'd you sell it to?
I gave it to Teddy years ago.
And what'd he
But
do with
see,
it?
he still owns this property here. Jody owns this lot.
Oh, really? The back lot?
Yeah.
I always thought that was part of the house.
No, they disconnected it from the house when they sold the house. Because they were selling the house for next to nothing. They weren't giving them the yard.
Oh, wow.
So, anyhow, the hopes always was somebody would buy that because they had the property next to it. Say, if you want to have a little business,
Yeah.
you have some parking spots, is what I'm trying to say. But so far, nobody sees a vision for it.
You know, I still have recurring dreams of that house.
Really?
All the time.
I hope it's nice dreams.
They are. They're always good dreams. But I'm up and down the basement, all the way up on the top floor.
And then we own this property here.
Oh, yeah?
We were going to make that into Custard's last stand, a custard store. But that's about when me and Uncle Ted started having some issues. But I think that either hung here or there was a bar over here on the corner. He could have hung there, and Keeber's bar's right there. He could have hung there, or he could have hung down here at Klotz's store, which was on this corner. Now, Klotz's store had one of those big marble, fountain countertops. But mostly all this is the same. I see Himes is selling this corner property here. Huh.
And this where Hump lived?
Yeah. There's a lot of apartments in
I
there.
seem to remember going in the side door.
Yeah. And then the foresters, they were up there. And here's the best part, look. Do you have that turned off?
No.
Turn it off.
We'll be back, folks.